Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV proudly present KCU basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Clark Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, A&A Porta Potties, River Cities Builder, Stork Pharmacy, Members Choice Credit Union, Grace Hermanos Mexican Restaurant, First National Bank of Grayson, and Kentucky Christian University.
Now let's go to the court for countdown to tip-off on the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV.
And a pleasant good evening from the Lusby Center. Ron Arnett Court here at Grayson, Kentucky. Game number 2 of the men's-women doubleheader as the women pick up a victory over CIU 70-65. Now it's the men's turn to try to roll off a victory and see if they can find a winning streak down the stretch of the regular season. Good evening, everyone. James Collier, happy to have you along with us here on the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV. As 6-7 CIU and 3-12 KCU set to square off here in an evening contest in men's basketball action. KCU fell last time out to Bryan, 85-74. They've lost 3 consecutive, and including their last 2 games before Christmas, dropping a Tennessee Tech matchup on the road, 104-72, and Charleston Southern University, 126-67. For the visitors, they come in with a record of 6-7, 5-5 in AAC conference play, including a 109-74 victory over Truett McConnell University last time out on Tuesday, January the 3rd. These two teams met up back on December 10th down in Columbia. It was a 92-67 win by the Rams. Both teams get it up and down the floor. This one should be a dandy. Let's take a break. When we return, we'll preview the matchup, get you starting lineups, get you ready for tip-off. About a little bit under 9 minutes to go here in pregame coverage, and our coverage continues here on Countdown to Tip-Off on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Return. Refresh. Refuel.
Happy holidays from Clark's Pump & Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pump & Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Back here in pregame coverage as we get you ready for CIU and KCU. Taking a look at the last time these two teams met up. December 10th down in Columbia, an 87-92 victory for the Rams. They outscored KCU 48-36 in the first half. The Knights outscored them by 7, 51-44. Both teams shot the lights out. But much like what happened with the women in their matchup down there, in which they fell in that one, it was a battle of free throws that was one-sided. KCU shot 7 free throws in the game. They hit 5 of those. CIU shot 27 free throws and hit 24 of those. 88.9% for the game from downtown, from the free throw line. They shot at 30% from the field beyond the arc, 51.7 inside of the arc. KCU 50% from the field, 37 from long range, 71% from the free throw line, but only getting there 7 times. Rebounding, though, was huge as they got out-rebounded 41-27. DeAnthony Heathcock had 15 rebounds, including 4 offensive. He was 13 of 17 from the field and dropped in 34 points to lead all scorers. Courtney Ware put 33 through for the Knights, 12 of 20 from the field, 5 of 10 from long range, grabbed 7 rebounds, and dropped out 2 assists. 17 assists to 36 made baskets for the Knights in the losing effort down in Columbia. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll continue previewing the matchup and get you ready for tip-off about 5 minutes to go before we have our starting lineups. Our coverage continues on Countdown to Tip-Off on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Need some extra money for home improvements or other purchases? How about a home equity line of credit with absolutely no closing costs? We have some exciting news from our loan department at First National Bank. Right now, open a home equity line of credit at First National and we will pay all the fees at closing. Hurry into one of our 8 locations to take advantage of this great offer. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
Back here at Ron Arnett Court, getting ready for KCU and CIU in AAC contest play. Last time out, the Knights fell to Bryan, 85-74. Courtney Ware led the way with 27 points. David Woodard with 13. Lonnie Langston had 12. But looking at the roster tonight, the Knights are very limited as they have their starting 5 and about 3 others that'll dress this evening for what reason whatsoever, not certain. But I talked with Coach Charlie Pack just a few moments ago, and I said a little light on the roster tonight, and he said just had gotten into a 9-man rotation, and that's going to go by the wayside for this contest. The biggest thing that jumps off at me in this one is obviously the size differential. DeAnthony Heathcock, 6'7" junior. He'll work the post. He's joined by a 6'5" senior Skylar McKinney. And the Knights will only combat with one guy at 6'5", David Woodard. Courtney Ware at 6'4". Kirk Penn 6'3". DeAndre Ross 6'2". David McCollum 6'3". You're giving up 3 to 4 inches in the post. It certainly makes things a little difficult starting out of the gate. So they'll certainly have their hands full on that one. But we'll keep an eye on it to see how well this one plays out. Both teams like to get it up and down the floor. Ware leads the way with 23.6 points a contest. He's scored nearly 28 in conference play. David Woodard has tossed in 15.5. DeAndre Ross at 12.6. Those are the three kind of catalysts that make this team go forward. Kirk Pence, in addition to the roster for the Knights, after transferring back in out of Glenville State and from nearby Raceland, he set all kinds of scoring records over in Ramland. And Coach Charlie Pack, who spent several years there on staff as well, knows a little bit about what Kirk Pence has to offer from his offense. So about ready for starting lineups, and then we'll get you set for some men's college basketball hoops here on this Thursday evening here in the heart of the Parks in Grayson, Kentucky.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
A 6'4 junior out of High Point, North Carolina, Bryce Causey. And rounding out the backcourt, 6'1 senior out of Goldsboro, North Carolina, of Darian Oates. The front court, 6'5 out of Marion, North Carolina, a senior, Skylar McKinney. And the big man in the middle, 6'7 junior from Cartersville, Georgia, DeAnthony Heathcock. Again, Brinson, Causey, Heathcock, Oates, and McKinney, the starting five for the Rams, decked out in the navy blue with the gold and white trim tonight. Gold numerals on the front and the back. Head coach Tony Stockman, assistant coaches Corey Inman, EJ Soft, and Jonathan Barnett. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the KCU Knights. In the backcourt, a 6'3 freshman out of Raceland, Kentucky, Kirk Pence. He's joined there by a 6'2 sophomore from Durham, North Carolina, DeAndre Ross, and a 6'3 sophomore also from Durham, North Carolina, of David McCollum. In the front court, 6'4 senior from Hopkinsville, Kentucky, Courtney Ware, and the man from Seattle, 6'5 senior David Woodard. Ware, Pence, Ross, McCollum, and Woodard. Five for the Knights, decked out in the gray jersey tonight. Red stripes down the side. Kentucky Christian in red across the front. And the red numerals on the front and the back. 20 minutes on the clock as we'll have Ware and Heathcock center court. Ball goes into the air. It's knocked all the way into the backcourt for the Rams, and off we go. They'll work it from left to right as I view it here. Court side on Ron Arnett Court. Bring it near side. That's off to McKinney. McKinney hands it off to Brinson, who brings it back off to McKinney, trying to post up inside to Heathcock. He looks at the double team. Oates, 11 on the shot clock. Heathcock out on the wing, right side, hounded there. Shot clock's at 6, and he was out of bounds. They forced the turnover on the near sideline, so they get after things defensively and force the turnover. McCollum gives it up to Ware. Ware jogs it into the front court. Darian Oates stays with him in a man-to-man. Here's Pence, left side. Out and out of Woodard. Ross comes left side, crosses over, gets into the lane, stops in the lane, outside the restricted area. Pivots, goes back out to Woodard. 10 on the shot clock. Woodard clears it out, spins in the lane, outside the restricted space. Shot is up, no good. Ball tipped around. And coming away with the rebound was Oates. He brings it front court, brings it off to the left side, a little help side defense there. Here's McKinney, goes to the right side, stops on the baseline, goes up off a little floater, is good, and it's 2-0. 18:50 to play here in the opening period. Ware front court. Looking for a screen, comes left, stops top of the key. Now brings it left to point. Long range threes on the way, got it. Courtney Ware dials it up from downtown Tripletown. Knights in front by 1, 3-2. Jalen Brinson tosses it out to McKinney. McKinney right side, trying to get into Heathcock, do so on the baseline. McKinney puts it on the deck, 15 on the shot clock, curls it into the right side and has it raked away. Kirk Pence picks it up. Ware brings it up the near sideline, drops it out the back door to McCollum. Out to Ware. He wants a three. It's off the mark, right side of the rim. No good. It kicks out of bounds, and it goes back to the Rams. 18-12 to play here in the opening half of action. Knights forced a turnover on the first possession by the Rams, and they lead it by 1 here, 3-2. Here's Oates, gives it up in the corner to Causey. Feeds it back out to Oates. Oates in the keyhole, lost the handle on the pill. Brings it right side now to Causey. Causey looks underneath, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Had it poked out of his hand in front of Kirk Pence. Puts it on the deck, dribble drive on Pence, puts up a shot, partially blocked. Pence knocked it away. It's raked out of bounds, and it's KCU basketball. So nice play there by Kirk Pence, get the block. And the Knights get the basketball back. It's Courtney Ware, senior out of Hopkinsville. In a hurry, puts it on the deck. Goes up for the shot, but he's fouled on the way to the rack. Oates picks up the foul, his first, team's first. I'll say it was on the floor on the way to the basket. Woodard brings it in, does so to DeAndre Ross. Here's McCollum, goes left side, gets bumped, stops just outside the restricted space. He's tied up, feeds it back door to Ross. Ross puts up a floater and it goes home. 5-0 run by the Knights. They lead it by 3, 5-2. Here's Darian Oates. Spins right out of the keyhole. 13-footer up is good. A floating shot from him on the right side cuts the lead to 1. 5-4. Pair of subs at the scorer's table for the Rams to check in on the next dead ball situation. Ware wants a three and bangs it home. 8-4. Out of the right corner now. McKinney spins baseline, has it poked out of his hands, feeds it out top of the key. Heathcock pulls the trigger. Three's up, no good. DeAndre Ross with the rebound. Brings it into the front court. Feeds it back door to Pence. Pence stops, turns, brings it back out top of the key to McCollum left side. Gets on the switch defense, 16 on the shot clock. Woodard feeds it off now, off to Ross. Ross a little stutter step. Shimmy shake outside the keyhole, pulls the trigger, got it. DeAndre Ross knocks home his 4th point, the lead 6. Front court, Brinson. Causey, left elbow, lob back door to Heathcock, blocked away. Pence tried to feed it ahead and gets the turnover. And then Heathcock goes up with a reverse jam. His first points of the night. Leads down to 4, 15:44 to play here in the opening period. Here's Ross with the basketball. 15 on the shot clock as he starts to penetrate. Stops on the free throw line, gets the friendly roll. DeAndre Ross with a quick 6. 12-6. Nice in front. Here's Heathcock. Brings it back out to Brinson. A three to answer, and he gets that one to go through. His first points of the contest. Here's Ware. Finds a seam off the right side, stops left, goes with a reverse shot with the left hand. 14-9, Ware has 8. Inside of 15 to play here in the opening half. Brinson with the basketball, left wing. Brings it off now to Oates. Oates stops down the center, tries to kick it out to Heathcock. Heathcock into the right corner, 14 on the shot clock as he gets it to McKinney. McKinney spins off the right elbow, finger roll, good. Strong take there by Skylar McKinney. Down to 3. Ware in transition, puts up a shot, and Heathcock swats it away. Ball's loose on the deck. And then McKinney with an up and under shot, puts it home. 14 to 13. Woodard in transition. Left-handed shot won't stay home. McKinney pulls it out. Brinson off to the corner. Oates for the lead. 3 left it short. Ross pulls out the rebound. He'll race it ahead. He'll slow it down as we cross midcourt, the 14-minute mark here in the opening period. 1-point lead for the Knights. 18 on the shot clock. Ware wants another 3. That one's no good. Heathcock skies for the rebound. Here's Causey. Stops on the left wing. Feeds it out to Brinson. 20 on the shot clock now. So we approach 13 and a half to go here in the opening period. Nice move there by Oates. Shot won't go down, though. Ware fights for the rebound underneath. Out to Woodard. Woodard pitches it out to Pence in the corner, right or left side. And McCollum. McCollum finds the seam left side off the window. Good. Strong take there by David McCollum. His first bucket of the ball game. And the lead's back to 3 for the Knights. 16-13. 13-10 to go here in the opening period. Hockey line change on the far sideline. 4 subs for the Rams, 3 for the Knights. And that's the only 3 subs the Knights have tonight. Causey out of the left corner in front of Coach Charlie Pack. Gives it off to Heathcock. Heathcock spins off the baseline left side. High off the window. Counted and 1. And a chance at a 3-point play. I got the foul on Courtney Ware, his first, team's first. And we'll get you the subs here in just a moment. As DeAnthony Heathcock will go to the line and try to even this game at 16. .67 junior out of Cartersville, Georgia, does just that. And he'll take a seat as well. Miles Ship into the basketball game. Here's Ware. Goes to the rack off the right side. Good. Courtney Ware has a quick 10. 18-16. Here's a ball raked ahead out in front in transition. Ware gives it up. And finishing off the right side in transition was Brevin Jones. Little 4-0 run by the Knights. Jeter, shot won't go home. Malovradik with the rebound. Ware in transition, steps through and puts it up and in. 6-0 run by the Knights. It's 22-16. Here's a spin move on the baseline. And a shot is up as good, 22-18. I do not have that gentleman's name on the roster that they traveled with tonight. No, excuse me, Christian Howard. Here's a 3-ball off by Archuleta. And then a tie-up on the near sideline. Get subs set here in just a second from both directions. Spin move is up and is in as Howard finishes with the bucket and cuts the lead to 2. Here's a 3-ball on the near sideline and David Woodard connects. Leads back to 5. Inside of 11 to go. James Davis throws it over top to Jeter. Jeter feeds it underneath. Malovrazik had it for a second, and then James's shot is blocked away. Woodard had the rebound. They'll go back to Woodard. 3-ball, tickles the twine, back-to-back triples. 28-20. Here comes Kirk Pence back in the ball game as he'll replace McCollum. Back in a couple of subs, Pack and McKinney return as Davis and Malaverazic will sit. 28-20, 10:30 to go in the opening half. Jay Pack with a basketball out between the rings, gives it up now to McKinney. McKinney brings it right side. They feed it off into the corner, and it's poked out of bounds. They'll say that it was touched last by the Rams, Transition runner by Ware off the mark, no good, but a foul on Jalen Jeter. It's his first team second. So Jeter to the line, Courtney Ware to the line for two. Ware with 12 points in the ball game. Make it 13. One more for the senior from Hopkinsville. Eyes and fires. That was off the mark, no good. Rebound, Jalen Jeter. Kicks it ahead, McKinney. McKinney stops in transition. 3 balls on the way. Front iron short, no good. Rebound, Ware. Ware races ahead, lost the handle on the pill. Here's Pack. Kicks it off to the far sideline and throws it out of bounds. David Woodard gives it in to Courtney Ware in the backcourt. We're working on Jeter, brings it front court, goes right to the rack, floater on the way. Nope, going the other way as they'll get Courtney Ware on the offensive charging foul. Second team foul on the Knights, and both of those are on Ware. Here's Pack, has it raked from behind as DeAndre Ross stepped in and took it out of his hands. They'll go in the corner, 3 ball on the way, a long 2 by Brevin Jones. And it's an 11-point lead for the Knights. Here's Jeter, 3 from the wing, in and out, no good. Ball tipped away and a whistle and a foul underneath. Fouls on Christian Howard, his first, team's third. Jay Pack off, back in is Bryce Causey. Knights with a basketball and an 11-point lead. Hand off Kirk Pence, feeds it off to Ross. Down to the corner, Ware. 3's on the way, front iron short. Skylar McKinney with a rebound. 9 minutes to play in the opening half. Heathcock, hook shot on the baseline is good as he comes off the bench and puts it back up and in for his 7th point. Three up by Woodard. Won't go. Reed Warga has the rebound. They'll work it around to Warga. Now Brinson attacks left elbow. Floater from 10 is good. 5 points for him. 31-24, and a timeout requested by KCU. Let's see if we went 30 or 4. I believe it's a full timeout. And it is. We're back in 60 seconds on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Happy holidays from Clark's Pump and Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
Out of the timeout, Tejan Archuleta comes on for KCU, Brevin Jones. They'll bring it to Ross. Ross crosses over on the left elbow and loses the handle on the peel. There's Brinson. Surveys, takes it off to McKinney. McKinney left wing, gets past Kirk Pence. Steps through, and a offensive foul underneath as Woodard stepped over and took the charge. So Skylar McKinney calling for the offensive foul. His first team's fourth. Seven-point lead for the Knights. Courtney Ware leads the way with 13. DeAndre Ross gets a screen from Kirk Pence. They look at a double team. They throw it over to Pence. Pence faces the basket, puts it on the deck. They've got the, looks like a 1-3-1 trying to run right now. They go into the corner, Woodard. Woodard puts it on the deck, goes dribble drop baseline, and it's kicked out of bounds into the corner. Tejan Archuleta will trigger in. While we have a break in the action, a big hello to my good friend Tom Bender. Should be home by now watching the game tonight. He and his wife came over this evening, watched the women in action, and headed home and watched it on Cool TV. There's a shot off the mark by Woodard, no good. Backside rebound there by Heathcock. And then a traveling violation in the paint there by Darian Oates. Here's Ware, pumps down the center of the lane, 14-footer off the glass, too stiff. DeAnthony Heathcock with the rebound. Inside of 7 to play. Oates finds a seam off the left side. Kirk Pence took it away, then could hang on to it. Here's side. Oates finds a seam. Whistle up and a block and a foul. As they'll get the foul on Courtney Ware. That's his third. Team's third, all three of them on Ware. He's going to have to sit the remaining 6:39. The bucket is good for Darian Oates and a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Oates eyes and fires and hits. (31-27). Here's McCollum. Kicks it opposite. Ross goes left elbow. Steps through into the corner. Archuleta. Archuleta curls it underneath. A wide open man there was Miles Shipp, who couldn't finish. In transition, Brinson Into the corner. McKinney pumps, steps in, looks left side. Brinson for a three, air ball. Rebound underneath by Causey. Three is up, no good by Brinson. In transition is Woodard, and he's fouled. Darian Oates on the foul, his second, team's fifth. Ross off the left side and one. And a chance at a three-point play. .33 to 27. Shot is up, is good. Ross finishes the three-point play. And it's 34-27. The ball's rigged out of bounds on the near side. McKinney tied up underneath the bucket. Gets it off to Causey. Causey's shot's up. No good. It's knocked out of bounds. We'll say Archuleta touched it last. And now the officiating crew's going to get together, have a conversation. And that last dead ball, Warga coming on and replacing DeAnthony Heathcock. And they're going to put 12 seconds on the shot clock. I think they said the shot clock had not started. Here's Warga. Goes off the left side. A reverse scoop shot up and under, no good. Causey with the rebound. Three ball by McKinney, up no good. Long rebound pulled out by Ross in transition. Goes into the paint, pulls it out into the corner. They'll work it around to Archuleta. Archuleta looks at left side now. Here's Ross. Step back three off the left side. Money. DeAndre Ross dials it up from long range, and it's a 10-point lead. They're going to say it was a long two on that last shot. So the foul on the other end by Christian Howard, his second. Team's seventh. And David McCollum at the line for one in the bonus. Free throw is up, is good. Causey goes off. Also off is McKinney. Heathcock and Oates return. Second free throw is good. (38 to 27), 11-point lead. Ball near side. Take down the middle by Christian Howard. And a blocking foul called against the Knights. So KCU's fourth foul. As they'll get the foul on Brevin Jones. That's his first. And Christian Howard will step to the line for 2 shots. First one is up, is good. (38-28), 4:20 to go in the first half. Second one finds its way through. McCollum bounces off to Archuleta. Archuleta will dribble drive on the baseline left side. Back out to Woodard. Here's Jones, crosses over, spins in the lane, goes left shot, floater in front of the rim's good. Brevin Jones with 6 points off the bench. Leads back to 11 for the Knights. Here's a pump off the right side by James Davis, and he's fouled on the way up as David Woodard got him up. That's Woodard's fifth, or excuse me, the team's fifth, Woodard's first. 3:52 to play in the opening half. And James Davis to the line for 2. First one is up, is good. Ross returns for Archuleta. Ross with 11 in this ball game. Ware with 13, but he's on the bench with 3 personal fouls. So both go home. It's 40-31. Ross back to the point. Blows through, goes to the rack. Way too stiff, though. Rebound clings off into the hands of Howard. Here's Davis, right wing. Looks back door to Heathcock, and Heathcock with a nice little kiss off the window. Heathcock's 9th point of the ball game, and the lead's down to 7. Ross handled the pressure by Davis in the backcourt. Started right, came back left. Now McCollum out of the left corner. Stops on the wing. Working in front of Heathcock. Step back, long range jumpers up, no good. Ball knocked back to Ross, though. Ross pulls the trigger. 3 won't go. In transition. High arcing shot by Davis, no good, but the rebound and the stick back there by Darian Oates. Cuts the lead to 5. Woodard, front court. Inside of 3 to play before halftime. There's Ross, takes it off to McCollum. McCollum into the keyhole, stops left elbow. Into the corner. Jones, back to McCollum. 10 on the shot clock. Goes into the lane, stops right, comes back left off the window, good. Rattled that one home for his 6th point of the night. 42-35. Excuse me, 34. Nope, I did have it right. They just changed it. Nice spin move on the baseline there by Christian Howard as he did a couple of pirouettes. And it's 42-37. Inside of 2 minutes to play before halftime. In transition, McCollum finishes and a little slip and slide across the baseline. So he drops in his 8th point of the night and leads back to 7. Here's Howard on the left wing. Jeter. Strong take there by Christian Howard as he just muscled his way off the left side and dropped in his 8th point of the evening. 44-39. 90 seconds to play before halftime. McCollum gives it up to Woodard. Woodard left of point out near the midcourt stripe. Thought about pulling the long-range jumper, gives it up to Kirk Pence. Pence curls off to the right side, comes down the center of the lane, stops in the lane, turnaround jumper is up, is good. Kirk Pence puts his name in the books tonight. His first points of the evening, and the lead's 46-39. We've got 60 seconds to play in the opening half. Jeter, left wing. 15 on the shot clock. Entry pass goes into Heathcock. He's double teamed. Hook shot in the lane, no good. McCollum pulls the rebound off. He's got pressure coming from behind. Kicks it out into the corner. Ross fakes it out the right side, comes back into the lane. Right elbow jumper, too stiff. Oates in transition. Feeds it off to Howard, left side good. Leads down to 5. Shot clock is off. KCU can hold for the final shot if they want to. Pence pulls it out, says hold for 1. Woodard with the basketball out near the midcourt stripe. 14 seconds to go in the half. Starts to penetrate. Stops, draws contact off the window. No good. Kirk Pence fights for the tip back. Woodard gets his own rebound, puts that one up. It won't go. Here's McCollum off the left side. No, gets his own rebound, and now can't get that one to go home. What a crazy finish to the first half. KCU had a few looks there at the horn, but could not get any of those to go through. But they'll go to the locker room leading by 5. Halftime show when we return after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, happy holidays from Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Halftime here in Grayson. The Knights in the locker room leading 46-41. As we welcome you back here into the halftime period. It's been a track meet up and down, without it to say the least. KCU's led it by as many as 11. And it's gone back and forth. And they hang on to a 5-point lead currently here in the first half. KCU's bench very limited tonight, only 8 players dressing, and they've had to play all 8 of those. And more importantly, a serious issue with their leading scorer of Courtney Ware, who leads away with 13 points, but he picked up his 3rd personal foul. CIU's led the ball game once by 2 in the contest early. KCU's led it by 11 twice in the first half. They lead it by 5 here at the break. Let's take a break. When we return, we'll take a look at some individual numbers and get you ready for the second half of play. Knights up by 5 and in the locker room. And our coverage continues here in the halftime show on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Make your everyday purchases faster, simpler, and more convenient with First National Bank's new contactless debit card, featuring a fresh new design and the ability to add your card to your phone's mobile wallet. Your debit card has never been more secure. Simply look for the contactless symbol at checkout, tap your contactless card, or hold your phone over the terminal and your payment is processed in seconds without your card number ever being exposed. Tap, pay, go. It's that easy with First National Bank. First National Bank in Cannonsburg, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
46-41 as we welcome you back here to Ron Arnett Court. Halftime here in Grayson. KCU leading CIU. Trying to snap a 3-game losing streak and pick up win number 4 on the season. Knights have looked solid at times and then really struggle to score the basketball. The biggest issue is that their leading scorer of Courtney Ware and their leading scorer on the season, who's averaging nearly 24 a game and nearly 28 in conference play, picked up 3 personal fouls in the first half. Can he stay out of foul trouble in the second and stay on the floor for this team that's only dressing 8 players tonight? That'll be the kind of the tail of the half to see how this one plays out. Let's take a look at the numbers for this one. For the visiting Rams, 50% from the field, 17 of 34. 1 of 9 from long range, 11.1%. They've hit all 6 of their free throws that they've attempted in the opening half of play. Christian Howard jumps off the bench. He's a perfect 5 of 5 from the field with 12 points. Other scores look like this. Jalen Brinson has 5. DeAnthony Heacock with 9. Darian Oates has 7. Skylar McKinney with 6. Both teams with 17 rebounds, exactly the same. 13 defensive, 4 offensive in the opening 20 minutes of action. For the Knights, 52.8% from the field, 19 of 36, 4 for 10 from long range for 40%. They've only gone to the free throw line 5 times. They've hit 4 of those for 80% in the ball game. Courtney Ware leads the way with 13. DeAndre Ross has tossed in 11. Other scores look like this. Kirk Pence with 2. David McCollum with 8. David Woodard has 6. Brevin Jones jumps off the bench with 10 big minutes. He goes a perfect 3 for 3 from the field. 2 assists, 2 steals, and pitches in 6 points in the opening 20 minutes. Some numbers here. Points in the paint. CIU outscoring KCU 32-20. Points off turnovers 7-2 in favor of the Knights. Only 2 second chance points in this ball game. Again, we've only had 8 total offensive rebounds in the contest, and both of those points going to the Rams. Fast break points 2 that come off the big dunk there by Heathcock. Largest lead again. KCU led it by 11 with 9:28 to go in the opening half of play. 46-41 our score at the half. We'll take a break. We return. We'll get you ready for the second half of action as we continue here in the halftime show on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Reyes Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Reyes Hermanos Nunez, the best around. In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Return. Refresh. Refuel.
Happy holidays from Clark's Pump and Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Back here at halftime in Grayson, 46-41, as the visiting Rams emerge from their locker room. KCU still in theirs. Certainly hope everyone had a great holiday season, Christmas and New Year's. Women won earlier this evening, 70-65 over CIU. So the men trying to close things out and get a doubleheader sweep here this evening and pick up what will only be their fourth win on the young season. But again, at times they've looked unstoppable once they push it out to that 11-point lead. And on the other side, they've also looked very sloppy of not knowing which way to go with the basketball. And with 5 minutes to go here in the halftime period, they're just now emerging from the locker room. We'll take our final break. When we return, second half of action with the Knights in front by 5. Our coverage continues into the second half after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Equity line of credit at First National, and we will pay all the fees at closing. Hurry into one of our 8 locations to take advantage of this great offer. First National Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, happy holidays from Clark's Pump and Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
5-point lead for the Knights as we get ready to start the second half of action. A big thanks to our crew tonight. Felicia Collier and Austin Ray doing a fabulous job here in both games. Felicia was the executive producer and also operated a camera in the first game. And Austin was down on the baseline with the camera. And now they flipped positions. But happy to have you along with us here tonight for Knights men's basketball. Women winning earlier this evening. This is the first time that I've had the men this season. It's still trying, like I said, trying to get a little bit of a groove of things. It's been a while since I've been around college men's basketball since my days back at Marshall. So trying to get the flow of the game again as it moves a little bit differently than the women and certainly a little bit faster than high school side of things. but especially with two teams that want to go with their hair on fire, trying to get after it about 80 points plus a game. Doing that, statting, and trying to make sure I bring all the action, it's a little challenging at times, but it's certainly a welcome addition. Back here on Saturday for a men and women's doubleheader as Truett McConnell will come in. Women will tip off at 2, the men at 4. You can catch all the action right here on the Cool Hits Sports Network. We'll begin with countdown to tip-off at 1:45 this Saturday afternoon. Putting into the perspective the matchup coming in, Truett McConnell was the last opponent for this CIU team, in which they won that game 109-74. Certainly a favorable outing, you would hope, for the men if they can hang on here in the second half. So let's get the starters on the floor for the second half. McKinney, Heathcock, Causey, Oates, and Brinson. McCollum, Ross, Pence, Ware, and Woodard. So the starting 5 both ways. KCU will have the basketball to start the second half. Ross takes the inbound in the backcourt. Off we go. Here's Ware. He's been on the bench for quite some time. Lost the handle on the peel. Turns, gets it back out to Woodard. 20 on the shot clock. Here's McCollum off the left wing. Pumps. Comes off the left elbow. Working on Heathcock. Lost the handle on the peel. Stops. Brings it out to Woodard in the right corner. 10 on the shot clock. McCollum, 8. Feeds it into Pence. Pence in the paint. Turnaround jumper from 10. Too stiff. Heathcock fights for the rebound. Tips it out to McKinney. McKinney brings it front court. Working on McCollum. Curls it out to the left side, spins in the lane, puts it off the window. Good. Strong take there by Skylar McKinney, cuts the lead to 3. Ross, front court. Off to Woodard on the left wing. He goes dribble drive baseline, tries to force it in to Ware, but he was double covered, and it's kicked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Knights on the baseline. 14 on the shot clock, 19:03 to play in the contest. David Woodard, senior out of Seattle, to trigger in. Finds a wide open man on the back door. That was McCollum, but he can't finish it. Heathcock pulls out the rebound. Brinson races ahead with a chance to tie on this trip. Here's Causey for the tie. 3's on the way, too stiff, no good. Oates with the rebound and the stick back. And it's down to 1. 46-45. 18:38 to go in the contest. Here's Woodard, takes the pitch from Ross. Brings it off to Pence. Pence off the left elbow, stops, turns. Jumper is up, no good. Heathcock with a rebound. Saw that kid do that shot many times in high school, just could not get it here. Here's Heathcock for the lead, straightaway 3, got it. DeAnthony Heathcock drops in his 10th point of the night, and it's a 2-point lead that matches the largest in the ball game for the visiting Rams, and a timeout requested by KCU. Full timeout, we're back in 60 seconds on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
18-10 to go in the ball game, and the visiting Rams come out of the locker room on a 7-0 run and regain the lead, their largest that matches in the contest of 2 back in the first half. And that was at 2-0. So Woodard will put it in play to Ross in the backcourt. Here's McCollum, left wing. Gets a screen there from Woodard, excuse me. Goes to the left elbow, falls down on the way to the basket, and then a whistle and a foul. That's on Heathcock. That's his first, team's first of the half. So KCU baseline inbound. Woodard takes it all the way out to Ware. Ware crosses it over, sizing it up. Step back 3 straight away, off the mark badly. Rebound kicks out to Oates off the backboard. Oates curls it to the left side. McKinney, spot up 3s on the way. Front iron, no. Heathcock fights for the rebound, and he's going the other way as they'll get him for a push from behind. Second team foul by the Rams. Both of those coming from Heathcock. And a heck of a box out there by Kirk Pence. DeAndre Ross, 11 points, brings it front court. Trailing by 2. Looking for a screen, nothing happening there. Now a little stutter step, gets into the paint, stops on Heathcock, lobs it off to Ware. Ware left wing. Dribble drive on Brinson, puts it up in traffic, tries to tip it back to himself, does so back to McCollum. Here's Ross, stops in the lane, shot is in and out, no good. Heathcock with another rebound. Brinson, spot up 3, left side, tickles the twine as that one flies through. Largest lead of the contest for the visiting Rams, and it's a 10-0 run out of the locker room. Here's Woodard, straight away, works off a screen to Pence in the corner. Pence pumps, stops, 15-footer off the right side, no good. Backdoor rebound by Oates. Oates in transition, puts it up, no good. Pence skies for the rebound. In transition, Ware, right side, no. Ball tipped away. McCollum saves it and then gets wrestled to the ground in the near side corner. Let's see what we got after the play. So we get a foul against Jalen Brinson for the push. That's his first team's third. And Brinson will step off. And Jalen Jeter will come back in. Here's Ware, right side, yes. 15th point for him. That snaps the 10-0 run and cuts the deficit to 3. Still the largest deficit the Knights have faced in this contest, other than the 5 that was just pushed out after the 10-0 run. Here's Oates, goes left side. Shot was tipped around and blocked away. Jeter comes away, but there's bodies all over the floor. Archuleta kicks it ahead to Woodard. Woodard off the right side, puts it up good. Nice take there by David Woodard for his 8th point of the contest. 51-50, the lead's down to 1 now. Oates, right side in front of McCollum. Push off, turns, spins right side, left it short, and a foul. David McCollum on the hack, his first, team's first of the half. 15:37 on arrested clock here in the final half of play. And Darian Oates to the line for 2. Oates 9 points, 6 rebounds in the ball game. Eisen fires, the first one is good. Here comes Howard back in, as he'll replace DeAnthony Heathcock. One more for Oates. Pushes this one up, it's good. Miles Shipp coming on as he'll replace David Woodard. 53-50. Knights down by 3. Courtney Ware, front court. Pitches it off now to Ship. Here's Pence in between the rings. Comes left side, spins in the lane, stops there. Tied up. Gives it off to McCollum, who's trying to streak down the lane, and he can't hang on to the pills. It goes out of bounds. Here's Brinson back on for the for the Rams, and she'll replace Bryce Causey. Sixth turnover of the basketball game for the Knights on that last possession. Here's Jalen Brinson with the basketballs. Gives it off now to McKinney between the rings. McKinney off the right elbow, working on Ware. Reverse scoop shot up, no good. Howard gets the rebound, blocked on the way up, fights for his rebound, puts that one up, it won't go. So 2 shots coming as the foul's on Ship. That's his first and team second. First free throw in and out, no good. 15:07 to go in the ball game. 53-50, CIU leading KCU. Second free throw finds its mark. 4-point lead for the Rams. Ware working on Brinson. Goes behind his back, right elbow. Now to Ship. Pence left side. Feeds it off to Archuleta and an offensive foul. We're going the other way. Nope, we're going to shove on Skylar McKinney. His second, team's fourth. McKinney will step off. Back in is DeAnthony Heathcock. 6'7" junior out of Cartersville, Georgia. Ware, long three, straight away, no, too stiff. Kirk Pence with a rebound, steps through, off the right side, has it blocked, big time there. It's kicked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Knights. 14:47 to go in the ball game. That was those big long arms there of Heathcock. Here's Ware, steps in, 15-footer right side, no. Had a good look, just couldn't get it home. Jeter stepped through, left side, finger roll good. Jalen Jeter's first points of the night. 6-point lead for the Rams, their largest in the contest. Here's Ship. McCullen crosses over, goes back out to Archuleta. Archuleta out of the left corner, stops left elbow, goes off to Ware, 14 on the shot clock. Ware wants a screen from Ship, gets one, gets the switch, steps through off the right side window, good. And Courtney Ware's 17th point goes home for the night, and it's a 4-point deficit for the Knights as we approach 14 minutes to play in regulation. Only 8 players tonight for the Knights. The other 3 that's sitting are currently at the scores table ready to check in on the next dead ball situation. Here's a backdoor lob to Howard. Howard puts up a shot and good. Christian Howard with 13 points off the bench. He's been strong in this one, a 6-point lead now. Matches the largest it's been in the contest. Here's Ship off to McCollum on the left side. McCollum stutter step, goes right at Heathcock, stops in the lane, good. Off the left side window by David McCollum. And it's been a track meet from the word go. 13.5 to play in the contest. 4-point lead for the Rams. Bounce pass off to Oates on the baseline. Here's to Howard. Ball raked around out to Jeter. Jeter down the center of the lane, and Ware steps in, and we're going the other way. Courtney Ware transitioned over and took the charge. It's the second on Jeter, the 5th team foul of the half. So Pence, McCollum, let's see who all steps off. Pence, Archuleta, and McCollum step off. Woodard is back in. And then a whistle and a foul, an offensive foul against KCU's David Woodard for an illegal screen. That's his second, team's third. across the 13-minute mark when they cross the midcourt stripe here. Here's Causey. Now to Warga. Now back to Howard. Howard working on Ship. Spin move. Left side good. Christian Howard, 15 points. 6-point lead. Here's a 3-ball by Woodard off the mark. Warga with a rebound and a tie-up. Get the foul on KCU's Brevin Jones. Team foul number 4. Howard, left wing, in front of Ship. Heathcock trying to post up underneath. Causey goes off to Jeter. Jeter started on the baseline, right side, cut off. Back to Causey, 12 on the shot clock. Here's Warga. Howard, baseline, right side. Heathcock around the horn. Warga pumps, goes down the center of the lane, drops it off underneath, and Causey finishes off the baseline left. And a 62-54 lead. Here's Ware, looks at a double team, brings it off to the near side. Here's a 3-ball by Jones from the right corner that goes down. 62-57. I guess they're going to call it a 2 again. So 62-56, as they'll say the last shot was a long 2. A nice take off the left side by Brinson as he comes back in out of the timeout and drops in his 10th. Ross, right side, back to Ware. Ware jab step, pumps, pulls the trigger, 3-ball, good. Courtney Ware cuts the lead to 5. 64-59. Inside of 11 to go in the ball game. Brinson straight away. Comes off the left side, takes it to the rack, off the window, too stiff. Ship with the rebound. Here's Ross, left side. Comes into the keyhole, stutter step into the lane. Fans it back out, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Jones, back to Ware. Ware wants a screen, looks at a double team. Comes near sideline, nearly stolen away. Ross keeps it, goes off to Ware. He's all alone, he wants a 3, it's on the way, got it! Courtney Ware buries another one. And a timeout requested by KCU. 64-62. Full timeout back in 60 seconds on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Jennifer Epperly, loan officer at First National Bank in Canonsburg. I personally invite you and all local businesses to visit our beautiful new building in Canonsburg on U.S. Route 60 next to the Walmart entrance. We offer many services including personal, mortgage, and business loans. First National Bank is locally owned by the McGuire family of Ashland and has been in business since 1902. We aim to give you the personal attention and best customer service there is to offer. Come inside, talk with us, and let us make you a part of the First National Bank family. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
64-62 as Courtney Ware makes it rain from downtown Tripletown for his 23rd point of the contest. That leads all scorers in this ball game. The Knights keeping it close after leading by 5 at the break. They led it by 11 in the first half. A 10-0 run by the Rams out of the locker room. Out of the timeout, Rams basketball. Brinson gets it into the front court, stops in the circle at midcourt. Feeds it off to Causey. Causey on the baseline right side. Shot is in and up, no good. Heathcock tries to tip it back in. It goes back into Causey, and a whistle and a foul. So they'll get the foul on Miles Shipp. That's his second. Team foul number 5 of the half. Both teams with 5 personal fouls. And Bryce Causey to the line for 2. Free throw was up, is good. Here comes McCollum back in. He'll replace Miles Shipp. Second free throw. Nothing but net. 4-point lead for the visiting Rams as we approach 10 minutes to go in the contest. Ross comes front court. McKinney hounding him there out near the midcourt stripe. Here's a dart inside to Ware, and Ware gets the friendly roll. What a pass inside from Brevin Jones as he threw a dart to Ware standing under the bucket. Ware with 25 in the ball game. Here's Brinson working on Ross. Goes right side back to McKinney. Pump comes left elbow. Cut off by Woodard. Skip pass off to Warga. Now Brinson back. 13 on the shot clock. Brinson goes dribble drive baseline. Pull up there. Shot is up. No good. Then he'll tip it back out off the near sideline. And McKinney will put it up and in. And the lead's back to 4. And then a turnover on the backside. Out in transition, they'll throw the big dunk on the lob, and a whistle and a foul. As they'll get the foul on David McCollum. It was funny, Charlie Pack even said, I'll agree with that one, but I still don't agree with the other one. So 9:01 to go. And DeAnthony Heathcock at the line, shooting 2. First one in and out, no good. Warga comes off. And back in is Darian Oates. Second free throw, that one goes home. 69-64. Inside of 9 to go in the ball game. Here's McCollum, left side 3, or right side 3, is good. And it's down to 2. 69-67. Here's Heathcock. Long range 3, off the mark, right side, no good. McCollum fights for the rebound, a chance to tie or take the lead on this trip. Here's Ross, gets a lane to the basket, and he's blocked on the way up. He was going to hammer it home. And instead he'll shoot 2 for a chance at a tie, and Heathcock picks up his 3rd, team's 6th. With 8:25 to go in the ball game. First one is up, is good. Heathcock steps out. Back in is Howard. Ross hits both free throws. We're even at 69. Here's Causey, left side. Out to Brinson. Brinson crosses over, back to Causey. 3 for the lead from the left side, good. Bryson Causey's 7th point of the night. 72-69. Ross lost the handle on the peel for a moment, gets it back and then throws it away, trying to go into the corner. Chance to add to the 3-point lead. Here's Oates. Stutter step out to Causey. Causey goes to attack, and we're going the other way. No. They'll get a foul on McCollum. That's his 3rd, team's 7th. So Bryce Causey to the line for 2. .752 to play in regulation. 3-point lead for the visiting Rams. Nathan Sutton having a little moment with the mop on the floor. Looks like our camera operator needs a V8 or something. And her camera angle's turning all sideways. I don't know what that is. Shot is up, in and out, no good. They were playing it as if it was 1 and bonus. It is a 2-shot foul. He was fouled in the art of shooting. Second free throw from Causey. That one's too stiff. Missed them both. Rebound by Woodard. Here's Ware. Pitches it off into the corner. Back to Ware, and Ware's loses the handle on the pill as it comes into our broadcast position almost. Here comes Kirk Pence back in the ball game, as he'll come in for Brevin Jones. Brinson takes it in the backcourt. Ross will stay with him across the midcourt stripe as we approach 7.5 to go in the ball game. Bounce past Causey. Goes to Howard. Howard posting up on the block. Slips through, looks at a triple team, and he loses that ball out of bounds. So the turnover gives it back to KCU. And now they'll have to burn a timeout as the Rams jumped into a press and KCU didn't have any relief behind. So a 30-second timeout with 7:28 to go in the ball game. And a 3-point lead for the visiting Rams. Again, back here Saturday, 2 p.m. for a men and women's doubleheader with Truett McConnell. We'll be on the air at 1:45 from the Lusby Center in Ron Arnett Court. Women's basketball winners this evening. Men trying to back it up as they were swept on the trip to Columbia back in December. Trying to find a way to come from behind after leading by 11 in this one in the first half. Had a 5-point lead at the half, and then a 10-0 run by the Rams out of the locker room. Has had KCU on its heels since then. Here's Ross, steps through and loses the basketball near sideline. Oates goes right at Kirk Pence, and they'll get Pence on the reach-in. That's his first, team's 8th. And one of the bonus for Darian Oates. They're going to give him 2 shots, excuse me. Oates with 11 points in the ball game. Shot is up, is good. So that makes it a 2-possession ball game. Still early for that. 73-69. Second free throw, nothing but twine. 74-69. Now the Rams jump into a little bit of a press. Ross, left side, knifes his way through, gives it out to Ware. Ware looks at a double team, throws over top to McCollum. 13 on the shot clock. Ware, back to McCollum. Goes to Pence. Pence wants a 3 from the right side, in and out of the cylinder. Had a good look there, just couldn't get it to stay home. 74-69, chance for the largest lead of the ball game on a made 2-pointer here by the Rams. Here's Howard, spins on the baseline, shot won't go home. Nice box out there by McCollum. No look pass to Pence. Pence out to Ross. Ross back out to Woodard. Woodard fakes, goes to Ross in the corner right side. 18 on the shot clock. Woodard curls in the lane. 12-footer left is short the whole way. Here's a pass out ahead to McKinney. McKinney stop, he's tied up. Goes into the corner. Oates spins on the baseline, off the window, good. Darian Oates drops in his 15th of the night, and it's the largest lead of the ball game for the Rams. 76-69 with 6:04 to play in the ball game. And it's a full timeout. We're back in 60 seconds on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
75-69, CIU in front of KCU, their largest lead of the evening of 7. James Collier, happy to have you along with us here tonight. Felicia Collier, Austin Ray, our crew for this evening's game here on Cool TV here at Ron Arnett Court in Lusby Center in Grayson, Kentucky. Knights back in action on Saturday, men and women's doubleheader. Inbound comes in to Ware. Ware brings it near side to McCollum. Here's Pence. Backs it back out, brings it near side. Now they're playing a little bit of zone again. Tip down in the corner to Jones. McCollum steps in, goes back to the corner. 3 balls on the way, good. David Woodard with a big 3 there, cuts it to 4. Jones coming in for Ross in that last timeout. Trying to get him a little breather before they go to the end. Here's Howard underneath. Finishes with the bucket. 78-72. Ware loses the handle on the peel but kicks it back to McCollum. Here's Ware from the left corner. 3's on the way, front iron short. Rolls off the backside and goes into the hand of Skylar McKinney. Here's a floater up by Brinson, no good. Ware pitches it ahead in transition. Shot won't go home. Here's Oates down the right side is good, and it's out to 8. Largest of the ball game. 80-72. 4:22 to go in the ball game. It's been a 19-point swing for the Knights since their 11-point lead in the late part of the first half. Here's Pence, left side 3, no. Baseline rebound by Christian Howard. Unofficially, I've got the Rams out rebounding KCU 38-21. We're inside of 4 to go in the ball game. Pence hounding Brinson out near the midcourt stripe. He spins out to the left side now at 10. Goes off to the right side, curls it back out to McKinney. Left of point 3, he's on the way, no. And then a whistle and a foul underneath. As they're going to get that one against KCU's Courtney Ware on the hold. That's his 4th. Christian Howard for 1 in the bonus. 3:40 to go in the ball game. 81-72. This one to make it a 10-point lead. He missed it. Whatever the rebound. Here's Jones, gives it back out to Ware. Ware looks at a double team and then tries to pitch it ahead and has it stolen away. They'll bring it off to Skylar McKinney. And McKinney pushes it out to an 11-point lead, favoring the visiting Rams. A 22-point swing. Ware looks at a triple team. Woodard looks down to Jones from the corner, left side, 3 and 1. Brevin Jones connects with his 11th point. And the foul against Christian Howard. That's the team's 7th. 3:08 to go in regulation. And Brevin Jones for a chance at a 4-point play, and he hits it. So 85-76, 83-76, my mistake. Now KCU jumps out in a little press. Woodard tries to steal it in the backcourt. Here's Oates. Takes it from the near side to the far. Inside of 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Oates stops in the lane. Takes it out to McKinney in the left corner. 15 on the shot clock. McKinney cut off on the baseline. Causey underneath, and he's fouled on the way up. That one's on Woodard. That's his 3rd, team's 10th. So bonus the rest of the way. And Bryce Causey will shoot 2. Causey with 7 points tonight. Make it 8 as the first one rolls home. 84-76. One more for Causey. Misses that one. Woodard with the rebound. Ware gives it off to Woodard. Woodard left side goes to the rack. Finger roll good. Strong take there by David Woodard. His 13th point of the ball game. That cuts it to 6. 2:30 to play in regulation. Here's Brinson. Feeds it off to the big man, and he'll hammer it home. As DeAnthony Heathcock puts home his 2nd dunk of the ball game. Here's Ware. Stops on the right side, has it blocked away. Eight-point lead. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. And Coach Tony Stockman says wait till 12. Now Brinson brings it off to Causey. Entry pass goes into Heathcock. Raked away. Heathcock gets it back. He's got 7. Back out to the corner. Causey, a spot up 3 from the left side. No. Ball poked around. Loose underneath. KCU has the possession and gets the timeout. With 1:37 to go in the ball game. Let's see if KCU is going to burn a 30 or a full here. And it is a 30-second timeout. So it's an 8-point lead for the Rams. Both teams are in the bonus. CIU will shoot double bonus the rest of the way. Possession arrow favors the Rams in the event of a tie-up. Courtney Ware leads the way with 25 points. That's 2 points under his conference average of nearly 28. KCU needs some work to keep this one from slipping away. Here's Ware. Jogs it into the front court. Woodard faces the basket. Spins down the center of the lane. Throws up a shot off the window. High off the window is good. And now the whistle will stop. I don't think the clock started. Because I had it about a minute 23 when I looked down on my clock. I've reset it to what I had it here, but it should be a little bit of an adjustment on the clock, and that's what Nathan Sutton's going to go to the scores table and discuss. Let's see if they make an adjustment here. Yep, that's exactly what they did. A minute 27 is what they're going to put on the clock. So a 6-point lead. Woodard with 15. And now we're ready for action. Causey gets it in. Oates throws over top to Causey. Benson's got a 3-on-1. McKinney comes off the right side, left it short. Ware fights for the rebound. In transition, Woodard, long three, got it! David Woodard cuts it to 3. 86-83, we've got 1 minute to go. And then a 5-second tie-up on the baseline. The tie-up is the 14th, the 11th turnover, in the ball game. So now KCU with a chance to cut it to 1 or tie. Ware down the lane, off the window, no, gets his own rebound, tries to tip it back in. Ball's loose on the floor. Had 2 chances and couldn't get it to go down. Here's Brinson, and then Kirk Pence steals it from behind and can't hang on to it as it goes out of bounds. Kirk Pence had it for a moment. The official pointed and then accidentally pointed the wrong direction and said, hang on, I got you, and turned and reversed it. 41 seconds to go, a 3-point lead for the Rams, and they have the basketball. They also have the possession arrow. Here's Brinson. 18 on the shot clock. Out near midcourt. And then Jones comes out and delivers the foul. It's a quick one there. That's his 3rd. And double bonus now for Jalen Brinson. First one is on the way is good, and that's a big one. That makes it a 2-possession game. Second one finds its way through. 88-83, 30 seconds to go. There's a 3-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Courtney Ware down the center of the lane finishes for his 27th of the night. Shot clock is off with 21 seconds to go. KCU's got a foul here. Brinson tied up, gets it away to Causey, drops it off to Heathcock. He walked, and now either way he's going the other way for an offensive charging call. There's 11 seconds to go. That's the 8th team foul. It's a player control foul, so we don't shoot free throws. Again, the event of a tie-up. Arrow favors the Rams. KCU has 1 timeout remaining, should they need it to get it in. Down by 3. Ware with 27. Woodard with 18. He's had the hot hand here in the last couple of minutes. See if they try to run a double screen off to someone to try to free him and get him open for a good look. And before they do, Tony Stockman's going to turn it to the bench and start burning some of his 5 remaining timeouts. Can't take them back to Columbia, South Carolina with you. So he's going to talk this one over. This has been one heck of a basketball game as it's gone back and forth. KCU led by 11 in the second, late in the first half, It was down to 6. They had it back out to 8. It was down to 5 at halftime, 46-41. Then the Rams come out of the locker room on a 10-0 run, pushed that out to an 11-point lead at one point. KCU battled back. They pushed it back. They had it back out to 8. KCU had it down to 3. 2 free throws on the other end, made it a 5-point game. And then a turnover and a run out on the other side by Courtney Ware. His 27th point goes through the net, 88-85. And then the Knights on the backside gave up a lot of time trying to force a turnover. On the backside, they get DeAnthony Heathcock going baseline and draw a charging violation against him. And that's where it is right now with 11 seconds to go and a chance to tie and force overtime. They'll bring it into Ware. Ware goes right at Benson. And Brinson, draws the foul. And 3 seconds goes off the clock. And Courtney Ware is going to the line for one of the bonus. 9th team foul. Ware eyes the rim, 1 for 2 from the mark tonight. Pushes that one up and missed it. Heathcock with the rebound off the miss. And the tie-up. So get the foul on Brevin Jones. That's his 4th. And Darian Oates to the free throw line for 2. Oates tonight a perfect 5 for 5. This one to put the game into a 2-possession mark, and he does so. And the fat lady's in the concourse warming up with some warm salt water. Oates with 18 in the contest, one more. That one's good. 19 for Oates. And a 5-point lead. Kirk Pence, long straightaway threes on the way, off the mark, too stiff, no good, and that's your ball game. Final score here this evening, CIU defeats KCU 90-85. Postgame when we return after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all. Happy holidays from Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Núñez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Núñez, the best around.
Oh, 90-85, CIU comes away with a victory late after trailing by 11 in the first half. They hang on down the stretch to knock off the Knights here, 90-85. It was a heck of a ball game back and forth, especially down the stretch. The Rams push it out to an 11-point lead. KCU continued to battle back. Got to within 3 a couple of times, just never could get over the hump late. And then they got the possession they wanted, but instead of getting an opportunity for a tie 3, the Rams deliver the foul on Courtney Ware. He goes to the line for one in the bonus, misses the front end, and then the rebound and the free throws go to the other end and turns into a 5-point victory for the Rams. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll look at our numbers and wrap it up here tonight from Grayson. 90-85. CIU wins it this evening. Our coverage continues in the postgame show after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Jennifer Epperly, loan officer at First National Bank in Canonsburg. I personally invite you and all local businesses to visit our beautiful new building in Canonsburg on U.S. Route 60 next to the Walmart entrance. We offer many services including personal, mortgage, and business loans. First National Bank is locally owned by the McGuire family of Ashland and has been in business since 1902. We aim to give you the personal attention and best customer service there is to offer. Come inside, talk with us, and let us make you a part of the First National Bank family. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
90-85, our final score here this evening as the visiting Rams of Columbia International out of Columbia, South Carolina, hang on for the victory at the end. Let's take a look at some numbers in this one. We'll first start with the visiting Rams. 51.6% from the field. That's 33 of 64. 22% from long range, 4 of 18. 80% on 20 of 25 from the free throw line. You look at the two box scores from the game they played back in December down in Columbia to tonight, and the one number that looks the same on both box scores, the number of free throws. Columbia shoots 25 free throws tonight. KCU shoots 9. And, again, that's a big number that jumps off the stat sheet. Now, on the back side of that, KCU hit 7 of their 9 free throws. But when you give a team almost an additional 18 free throws than you get on the night and you lose by 5, it's really easy to figure out where things gone awry. Another number that jumps off this sheet, points in the paint, 56 for the Rams to KCU's 36. That was a big deciding factor in this one. They really pounded it down low late to come away with a victory in this one. Scoring looks like this. Leading the way off the bench, Christian Howard. He goes 8 of 10 from the field for 20 points. Darian Oates added 19. He was a perfect 7 of 7 from the free throw line, including the final 2 there that pushed this one out of reach in the final seconds of the contest. Other scoring looks like this. Jalen Brinson with 12. Bryce Causey has 8. DeAnthony Heathcock with 15. Skylar McKinney has 12. Jalen Jeter added 2, as did James Davis. For the Knights, 47.9%, 34 of 71 from the field. They were 10 of 23 for 43.5% from long range, 77.8%, 7 of 9 from the charity stripe tonight. They get out-rebounded 39-33, but very even across the offensive glass, 9-8 favoring the visiting Rams. Both teams with 13 turnovers also in the game. Courtney Ware leads the way with 27 points. That's a game high for both teams. David McCollum drops in a double-double, 13 points and 10 rebounds. Other scorers look like this. David Woodard has 18 points. He goes 4 for 6 from long range. Ross and McCollum each with 13. Brevin Jones drops in 12 off the bench. Final score here this evening, CIU defeats Kentucky Christian 90-83 with the win. CIU goes to 7-7 on regular season play, 6-5 in AAC. Kentucky Christian falls to 3-13 and 3-9 in conference action. Up next for the men and women this Saturday, beginning at 2 p.m. as Truett McConnell will visit the Lusby Center here in Grayson. We'll be on the air at 1:45 with the women and approximately 4 o'clock for the men. All that action can be heard and seen right here on the Cool Hit Sports Network. A big thanks to our crew tonight, Felicia Collier and Austin Ray doing a fabulous job as always, and, of course, all the great staff here at Kentucky Christian University. That'll do it for our coverage here tonight. Again, the final score, CIU 90, Kentucky Christian 85. For all the great staff here at Kentucky Christian University, Felicia Collier and Austin Ray, James Collier saying good night, and we'll talk to you again Saturday here on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
You've been watching and listening to KCU basketball on the Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV. Tonight's game has been brought to you in part by Clark Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, A&A Porta Potties, River City's Builder, Stork Pharmacy,